Ah, now sit ye down, settle ye in, my dear lad and lasses. You've heard it said, haven't you? The only thing to truly fear, they say, is fear itself. Oh, and those dreadful spiders, and the dizzying heights, not to mention those frightful clowns. Quite the lengthy list, wouldn't you agree? Indeed, today we're weaving tales of the realm of phobias, those unfathomable, inexplicable fears that can make even a strapping 6'5" rugger shake like a leaf at the mere glimpse of a benign butterfly, or perhaps provoke a well-weathered skydiver to break out in a chill sweat at the sheer thought of mounting an escalator. Ah, the labyrinth of the human mind. A confounding enigma, don't you think? Why, we've scaled the loftiest peaks, plumbed the inky depths of the oceans, even left our footprint on the moon, but put us in a parlour with a petite spider and we're ready to take a flying leap at the sash window. Fear, my dear friends, is a peculiar creature. You might have a morbid fear of spiders, but have you ever encountered an individual who's terrified of the hue of the daffodils? Well, hold on to your bowler hats, because we're about to plunge into the rabbit hole of the most bizarre phobias. Imagine being terrified of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. Sounds nutty, doesn't it? Well, welcome to the world of arachibutyrophobia. Yes, you heard that right. There are people out there who break into cold sweats at the mere thought of PB&J sandwiches. It's not just about the stickiness, it's about the potential asphyxiation from a mouthful of creamy or crunchy goodness. Quite a sticky situation, wouldn't you say? Now let's sidle over from the pantry to the colour palette. Picture this: a sunny day, daffodils blooming, a little girl in a yellow dress skipping down the road. Sounds delightful, right? Well, not if you suffer from xanthophobia, the fear of the colour yellow. To these folks, that sunny day is an ominous nightmare. The daffodils are harbingers of doom, and that little girl, well, she may as well be a monster from the deep. Dramatic? Possibly, but fear, my dear listeners, is rarely rational. Lastly, we find ourselves in the digital age, where technology is king and mobile phones are practically extensions of our bodies. But what if you're struck by nomophobia? The fear of being without mobile phone coverage. Yes, it's real. The thought of being unreachable, unable to scroll through your social media or, heaven forbid, use your Maps app can send shivers down the spine of a nomophobic. It's not just about losing reception, it's about losing connection, losing control. So we've journeyed from the kitchen through a field of daffodils and into the realm of smartphones, uncovering some of the strangest fears along the way. You may be chuckling, but remember, phobias are no laughing matter to those who suffer from them. So, next time you're spreading peanut butter on your toast, spare a thought for our arachibutyrophobic friends. And don't you dare take your phone out of range. You might think you've heard it all, but we've only just scratched the surface of the weird and wonderful world of phobias. Now, imagine this scenario. It's a hot summer day, and all you want is to cool down with a nice, refreshing bath. But wait! You can't because you're ablutophobic. That's right, ablutophobia is the fear of bathing. For those who have it, the mere thought of soap and water sends shivers down their spine. It's a dilemma of soap opera proportions, to be fresh and terrified, or dirty and content. Next on our peculiar phobia parade is pogonophobia. Now, this isn't a fear of a mythical creature or a strange food, but a fear of beards. Yes, those fuzzy facial adornments that many people proudly sport are the stuff of nightmares for some. So, if you're pogonophobic, Santa Claus and hipster cafes might be your personal horror movie. A word to the wise, though, avoid lumberjack conventions like the plague. And finally, we come to a phobia that seems almost cruel. Hippopotamonstrosy squipedaliophobia is the fear of long words. Yes, you heard it right. The irony here is thicker than peanut butter stuck to the roof of your mouth. It's like being afraid of heights and living on Mount Everest, or being scared of birds and working in a chicken farm. It's a phobia that's not just a mouthful, but also a handful. So whether it's bathing, beards, or big words that send you running for the hills, remember you're not alone. The world is full of odd fears and phobias, and in a strange way that's part of what makes us human. Our fears, no matter how bizarre, are a part of us. They remind us that we're all a little weird, a little quirky, and that's okay. And there you have it, folks. Phobias as diverse as the people who have them. Remember, if you're afraid of long words, don't look up the name of your phobia. It's a cruel, cruel world.